Co-host, man.
What's up, world?
This episode 294.
Let's go.
Yeah, man, it's been shitty outside, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, is it gonna be spring or is it still gonna
I
be
had
winter?
to bring my gloves back out, G. This shit kind of ridiculous, yo.
Yeah, it's ugly. Typical Midwest behavior.
Cause I keep just wanting to be out. We had them like 1 or 2 days. I was outside with the dog. Now I gotta walk this dog. It is fucking cold, man.
Yeah, I know that sucks, dude.
At nighttime, I be looking like, dude, you really had to go.
Just look him in the eye.
I'll be like, I'll be feeling bogus. I'm like, I can't. Let you see me peeing and then you
He's like, oh, so you get to go, but I gotta wait. That's hilarious.
For real, yo. How was your week, yo?
My week has been okay. Yeah, smooth. I'm tired as hell, y'all, so sorry for...
So you was out there putting feet to the dirt, hands in the dirt yesterday.
Yeah, period.
With your green thumb up.
Yeah, I did some community service. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Just helping out with a community garden, Urban Autism Solutions. They have some public gardens, or community gardens, rather, and we were just de-weeding. You know, and
Gotta
getting ready
de-weed
for
Gotta do weed.
trying to prepare the soil for them to go ahead and plant the seeds. The beds that we were working on, they're gonna put broccoli and onions.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Where is it at?
That one, oh gosh, I definitely was at the wrong place whenever I rode my bike over there, but it was like on Central Park Drive.
The big one about like Lake Street.
I want to say yes.
Like about a Green Line.
Yes.
Yeah. I seen that one before.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, I feel you. I'm excited to get back out there, yo. You should go out there. So you just volunteered at the house. Like, how you get a spot? You should get you a little spot up there.
I don't.
You a vegetarian,
but like, I think that it's just like a trade-off, like a co-op situation. So like I could, because it's volunteering and it's like definitely tough work. It's not like it's easy and like sitting down and fun. You're really like getting in there. But, I think they give you. Like they'll give you vegetables and stuff. Like if you do the work, they just trade off.
Yeah. Oh, so it's just like everybody go in on everything, and then when
they have a situation set up. It's not like you just get a plot.
Yeah.
From my understanding, because there were 2 farmers that were there, and we were helping them with the plan of action, and then they have autistic youth that help them out with just like the other stuff, not the heavy lifting that we were doing, but like moving all the branches and things out of the beds and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. It was cool. I definitely recommend everyone try to do some community service. Like, it definitely feels good to just give back. And I didn't have anything else to do going on. And it's like, it's all right to exert some energy just to help out the community.
Yeah, because I'll always be wasting my community service day at work. I'll be forgetting I got it. I only see it when I'm going to like request off and I see it right there. I'm like, fuck, I need to take my shit.
Yeah. Do they give you options or what?
Well, like it's a drop down. You go to the thing and be like, why you off? Why you requesting off? I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Vacation time, flex time.
Oh, so anything could be considered community service. We could just do the pod during.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure you got to be certified. They ain't go. I wonder if they ain't even go check though.
I feel like they absolutely would.
You think they gonna check?
Yeah, 1,000%. Niggas would just be using community service because when I told
my
team,
it's not like you get hella of them. We probably get. Wait, y'all get hella? We only get 1 a year for real.
Oh, we definitely get more than that.
Oh, true. Yeah, they give us 1 a year. I'm about to say like it's only 1 day off. All you think they gonna be checking?
Yeah, and it wasn't like a whole day. It was just like you get a certain amount of hours, and I don't know how many hours there are, but like. We have the opportunity to just pick up community service, and like people on my team didn't even realize. And I'm like, y'all bitch about being at the job all day. I had 5 hours off of work to give back,
Yeah, yo. Hell yeah. I can't wait to get out in the garden. This about that time. Me and my granny finna get out there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she planting all the seeds right now, yo.
What is she gonna grow? Tomatoes,
we doing everything. We're doing tomatoes, baby tomatoes, cherry tomatoes.
For sure.
Green peppers, hot peppers, did onions. I still got my onions from last year. I brought them bitches in the crib. They definitely on their last leg. But
yeah, they said the onions that they were planting, they were gonna plant them once we had left. They were going to plant them in the bed that we cleared out. And they said that by our birthdays, they're gonna be the size of what you would see in the fucking grocery store. And it was crazy because they were so little, and I didn't realize that it happened that quick.
Yeah, yo. Hell yeah. Like them green onions grow fastest. I had green onions for real. Them bitches grow fast as hell for real.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What else we got?
Yeah, C2E2s this weekend.
Cucumbers. Oh
shit,
yeah.
my bad. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about next time. My bad.
Cucumbers. We did we did herbs and shit, oregano, basil.
Might have to come get some of them herbs.
Yeah, I told you. You already know how I give it up in the summer. In the summer, I'll be having a big box of veggies like coming through.
Hell yeah. The way prices are going, bro. Motherfuckers need to start their own fucking gardens. If y'all was smart, y'all would just get a garden going so you could save some kind of money.
Oh my soul, yo. When we get to the market, I'm going to tell y'all about it. They hurt me. Already I'm hurt. I'm wounded already. But yeah, C2E2 is this week.
Yes.
I can't wait, G.
I can't wait either. It's my favorite time of the year besides our birthdays. Get to nerd out with the rest of them. Y'all know I love dressing up.
I was just sitting there at work. I'm like, damn, C2E2 coming up. I can't wait for that shit. I had so much fun last year.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. And it's kind of overstimulating a little bit because there's just so much going on and there's so many people dressed up and so much stuff to look at, but it's all really cool and interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to do what we did last year. Take my time walking
Hell
through
yeah, yo.
Might give me a couple. I might bat me some. We gonna see for real.
Yeah, they're gonna have the people from Lord of the Rings in that bitch.
Elijah
Wood finna be in that movie.
Elijah Wood. We gotta go to the panel for real. We gotta go to the panel.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. Me and Evan are gonna dress up like Cheech and Chong.
True.
If it comes out great.
So what that making mean? How y'all gonna look? Just tie-dye shirts and shit?
No, hippies. I mean, Up in Smoke. I mean, if we wear the outfit, people will literally.
Which outfit is it?
I mean, a red bandana.
Oh, yeah.
Blue jeans. I'm going to have red suspenders and a red hat. Yeah. And a mustache.
What made you pick that out of everything?
I don't, because like I wanted to dress up, but like I know Evan's not going to dress up. I was going to do some anime shit, but like also we're about to move too. Yeah. So I had to be realistic and, you know, I didn't want Evan to feel left out. And I'm like, okay, I mean, Cheech and Chong, why not?
Who would I dress up as, for real?
You could literally dress up. You know what I'm saying? It's convention shit. So like,
that's what I'm trying to think about. What I would even do.
I don't know. I mean, there's a billion options.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Who would I? I mean, I could definitely get anybody. My first thing is a Dragon Ball Z fit.
Yeah, there's gonna be 800.
It's gonna be so many. Jimmy got the Goku fit for it.
Yeah. I just have been wanting to dress up by myself, and like Evan seemed really excited about the idea, and I just threw it out there, and I'm like, fuck it, might as well. Shit, we finna be high as fucking that bitch anyway.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for that shit. I think I'm gonna buy. I need to get me some art for the bathroom, which I said I was doing last year, but I ended up putting those up in the living room for real. I need to get something to hang in my bathroom for real, because it was so much fly art in that bitch last year.
Yeah, definitely a lot of ways for you to spend your money.
That was the best part to me.
Yeah, for sure.
That, and I liked it. The lightsabers.
Oh yeah, all the different lightsabers. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, gee, they had niggas in they had college Smash Brothers teams playing this shit in that bitch.
Oh yeah, they did have like video game tournaments.
Yeah, I want to watch one this year. See how if they really like that for real.
Yeah.
Oh my, so I'm trying to think what else was in that bitch. Remember we met the Blue Power Ranger.
Oh yeah, we were like, who is that guy?
I felt bad. Ain't nobody even know him for real. We was just telling a story to somebody. Like, I feel bad.
There's so many. I mean, there's so many like different renditions of Power Rangers though.
Nah,
he knew what it was.
Nah, he
did know what it was. Because no one was gassed.
I know
that was next to him.
Because they don't know nobody like that.
But no old heads. If it was really that serious, there's like super duper nerds in there, like comic book guy from like The Simpsons, like 800 of that guy. If it was that serious, they would have been lined up for him. So I mean,
he's serious to me, but I'm just saying, like, you got at this point, that shit what? 30 years old now.
You trying to hang up the Ranger outfit.
Yeah, but since Power Rangers first came out, it's damn near 30 years.
We're old as fuck.
Like, think about that shit. Think about how long 30 years is. So that means in 1999, 30 years from that was 1969. That like that gives you the perspective of how the kids is looking at our shit, gang. Cause that's literally what it is for real. Yeah, that's like me being a boy and then something that's like what I can't even name nothing from 1969 for real. I can't name nothing. Can you think of something? That's like us watching Looney Tunes and shit. I don't even think that was that long. I don't even think that was 1969. Can you name something that was around in the 60s?
Yeah, I was like musically, but like if you're talking about 69, I'm
not
like
69, but in the 60s in general.
I mean 1970.
That's what I'm saying. Not no 60 though. What was in the 60s? I can't even tell you.
But like the Beatles.
I mean, other than like music and shit. So like TV, I can't name one cartoon character from the 60s.
Bugs Bunny?
Was it? That's what I said. Looney Tunes. I was like, Looney Tunes could have easily been 70s, but was it 60s?
What is the other shit called? What's that shit called? What's it called? Bananarama? What's that shit called? There was a certain
Hanna-Barbera.
Yes, those
was
cartoons.
that 6? That might have been 60s.
Like fucking Rocky and Bullwinkle and shit. That was definitely like the 60s. Fucking Underdog.
Yeah, Underdog. Yeah. Oh yeah. They
Hong Kong Phooey.
They started in 1958 is when they started. So yeah, they had they had a 10-year run at that point. Yeah, that's all like that's crazy. That's like so imagine like imagine me walking up and being like, oh my god, is this nigga from 30 years ago?
Fuck.
They don't know who that nigga is. It's only my ass. Like, hey,
that's crazy. Fuck.
That's like us watching that's like us watching like Sanford and Son and shit.
Or grab my chest like Red Fox.
Oh my god, my mama was born in 1969.
Yeah, my mom. That's what I was gonna say. Like 1970, my mother was born. Fuck.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're old.
Cause yeah, Power Rangers was out when I was about 5 years old, 6 years old. That makes sense. That was 30 years ago.
Time flies when you're having a good time.
Yeah, G. I don't even know, man. Times were so different back then, for real. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm just, America, I'm just kicking it. I'm just hanging out with y'all, America.
Automatic with the Bernie Mac. Listen, America.
Yeah, G.
I'm just a simple man.
We had Evan in the studio this week, man.
Studio.
And like it had after you left, it had me thinking about a lot of different things. So Evan came in, he was like, let me try to get some songs off real quick and you record me. I'm like, of course, anytime. Huh?
Different than what you typically work on.
What you mean?
Like different styles.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, gang, you already know. Say less, I'll record you anytime. Evan came over, got his pen and shit, he had his songs. And I was trying to tell you like little pointers, but like when I was thinking about how I was saying it, I'm like, when I be telling you stuff, I don't mean apply it to the song that we working on right now. Take that and move to the next song and shit. You know what I'm saying? But then, cause like you gonna have to make hella songs for real. You know what I'm saying? Before you even think that something is good. And that shit was like getting me thinking about how much like art is, how we appreciate art these days. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was like, Evan kept, remember you kept recording, he was like, I don't like it. But I was like, you not gonna like it. You gonna make 100 songs that you not gonna like before you get to one that you like type shit. And I was like, no, what does it mean that I like the song? Like, it's hard to like put value on the creative shit. Cause I could make a song I think is super high and you don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? Like what measurements do we use to judge success?
If you're talking about music, I feel like that looks
But
different.
just like in art in general, for real. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I guess the only two things it could be is how much money it make and how many people like the shit. I think those are the only two ways that you can gauge it.
I just feel like they're too different to I feel
Like,
like
what is the value? Like, how do you decide the value of a
How it
piece of
makes
art?
you feel. That's like literally the value of art.
But whether it was a failure or a success, because like I was telling you, you in your eyes, you gonna make 100 failures before you get the one that you think is a success. But then once you get that one, I could think it's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you put something out there like undeniably, like, you know what I'm saying?
But I feel like that's what everyone's trying to figure out. Is that not right?
But what are the metrics that you use to measure that?
But that's usually what I be talking about when I make reference to the whatever this equation is.
Mm-hmm.
Like niggas trying to figure out the equation to make like the good track, you know, the popping track to make the amazing piece of art that sells for thousands of dollars.
That's what I said. It's got to be either money. Is that it generated a lot of money?
But wait, I thought you were talking about the product in itself. So this is before you would get money. Like
No,
what
but-
makes it?
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Good.
what are the metrics that we use to judge that though?
I feel like it's different. Yeah, like art and music, I feel like they're way different because
Nah,
you
it's
have a
good.
whole different process.
We
Like,
all have ideas of what is different ideas of what success is.
Y'all, I understand that, but I'm just saying though, like when you look at a motherfucker shit that's good and you be like, that's good.
I mean, is this a rhetorical question or?
I mean, it's just something to think about for real.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, I guess, like without me seeing it, somebody says this art is good. Like, what are they exactly meaning for real?
Right, and that's just like a personal experience. Because somebody could say that this art is good, and I could say it's not.
But I'm saying though, but like, why? But why you said it's not?
It depends on what we're looking at, though. That's
Because like, no, because I hear what y'all saying, but I'm talking about go deeper. Why did it make you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying to go deeper with these.
we would
questions.
have to be looking at something specific for me to answer that question. Like, because I wouldn't be able to tell you what is that. Because what are we? I need a reference point.
Okay, let me
Like,
think.
if we're looking at something, why do you think that that's good as opposed to why it isn't?
Like, I'm just saying, what are the things that we judging it off though?
But I feel like that's different person to person.
But like,
But when it's music, there
in
is a melodic
but in
way,
order to
I
say,
feel like,
in
that
order to
makes
say that
something
what you
popular.
did, in order to say the time and effort you did was successful. You know what I'm saying? In order to say that, because like it's gonna be hella shit we make that's gonna be trash. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure, like I make so many trash beats and shit. You know what I'm saying? But what makes me think that this one is the one that's better? You know
What
I'm
makes
saying?
you think that the ones are trash?
Because
Like it's up for interpretation, I guess. Because
I
why
mean,
would you think it's trash?
It's definitely up for
I
interpretation.
probably like
but I'm
one of
ju-
those trash beats.
But I'm saying,
and don't think it's trash.
you missing. Yeah, you missing what I'm saying for real. It's like, what
You
are
don't
the?
really have a choice for real. Like you do up to the point where you can select whatever you make to put out into the world, but past that point, you
But say you all right.
don't- you have no
But say
control over it.
say I said it's hot. You said it's hot. We put it out in the world, and nothing happened for real.
But that's how it goes, though. That's why the experience is different for each person.
But I'm saying,
couldn't
but
put
why?
it into-
But why did nothing happen for real? That's what I'm trying to say. If a lot of people liked it, you would say it was a success, even though it don't matter what it is for real.
How did you promote it? I mean, there's so many-
Or if it made some money, you would be like, that was a success.
that doesn't make it good.
right.
That's what I mean, like a success.
Yeah,
What are the metrics you use to measure what a success
that's
is?
different for everybody.
I mean, it did give you some motion. I don't know.
But that's what I was saying for real. I got some motion off it, some money. You know that fall in the money category. I had some motion off it.
I guess. Okay, so I understand what you're saying now, but you were saying good, and now you're saying success.
Okay,
I
but
can understand
I mean,
it
like
now.
I deemed like good in my mind. Like this is good. I should put this out. Type shit. It's a
But then
success.
that goes back
I
to-
put that out and it was good. That's what I meant to. But yeah, like you said, like it's the success.
So if it's success, then yes, it is the two things you were talking about. Because if you look into the word success, I guess, like what it would bring, it would give you something if it was successful. But if something's good, that doesn't mean it will be successful.
Well, that's
either.
what I meant. Like, so
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are the measures that we use to judge
I mean, you
a
just
piece of
said it.
artwork is
I think
success?
to make
But
art and put it out is a success.
because then that got me thinking about like Balenciaga and shit like that. Like it generates a lot of money. So then because the artwork itself don't actually have to be good. It'd be so much trash shit they put out that's just so stupid. You know what I'm saying? But since like it make money, it's a success for them. It's worth them keep doing that same thing.
Yeah, I don't know the lineage of Balenciaga enough to understand how they're able to get. I don't want to say get away
that shit
with.
off, but because like people be, because that's the thing, cause like people be thinking that it's on some art, like people be bad it on some art, like fashion
for
shit.
sure, but it didn't always look like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know enough about the lineage of it being designer. You know what I mean? Because it might have looked like something else, and now it looks like something.
It don't
completely
matter what it
different,
look like
and
now.
they're getting away with it or whatever.
What it look like now? It's just like niggas think they getting that off on some art shit, but they really getting some capitalism shit down on you for real.
What does that? What do you mean?
Like. They literally producing products to generate money, to prove that they can generate money off whatever they say type shit. It's really some capitalism shit more than some art shit.
I mean, I feel like everything is though. I feel you, but I feel like everything is, because why wouldn't it be art? It's just them expressing themselves.
But like that's the thing.
If you're talking about people who are buying Balenciaga, or you talking about the people who are creating Balenciaga?
I'm talking about the niggas that's creating it for real. They really getting down some capitalism shit.
Well,
down
yeah, all of them though. Like,
behind the guise of art, and niggas be doing because like niggas be.
Why does it have to be a guise though? Because you don't like.
I know. I think it's because like, have you seen like the like. I'm just using them as an example type shit. But look at the shit that's on Balenciaga.
I mean, I feel you. I know it's like it's you know outside the box and stuff, and like
look at some of the shit they got on that.
But I can't say that that's because then people would call me a hater. I feel like this is a setup. Because I feel like this would be the moment where it's like I'm a D1
like,
hater.
Look, but
I start saying,
I could just tell the truth. I could just tell the truth on if it's any kind of artistic statement. It's that like. Y'all niggas will buy anything under capitalism type shit. Well, it might be the artistic
that's
statement.
What designer,
but it's still capitalism on it. It's just that these niggas don't got on suits for real. They
I mean they're not, they don't have
but that's the thing is we look at like a lot of like designer niggas and shit as like artists for real. These niggas low key not really. I mean, I'll definitely be looking at like designers and shit.
Well, I guess when you say art, like
on some
when I think of designers
and in my head I'll be wanting to give them that like artist thing, but really it's just capitalism getting down on niggas for real. Like niggas are selling ripped draws for $400.
Yeah, but I feel like that's literally what designer, like, you know, luxury.
But like I can't say that
always.
But like I can't say that shit is good art though. You know
but when you say art, so when you use these words like designer and art, like when you say artist, I think of me. I'm thinking of somebody who paints.
I'm thinking anybody
who literally draws.
I'm thinking anybody in a creative space for real.
But then that's just a creator then.
I mean, a creator is still an artist. That's what basketball is, an art. Anything is an art. Anything expressing yourself is
I feel
art.
but I'm from the old school.
A visual artist.
I'm from the old school.
But that's the old school terminology. You a visual artist.
Yeah,
you a painter.
so like I literally when people say that, I literally think of paint and brushes. I don't think of anything else. So like I think design
everything.
is a. I don't know. Who are we to tell them that is not art?
I am.
But see, that's why I feel like this is a setup, because I feel like I would agree with you, but then like I would be wrong.
I'm not hating.
If someone said my shit was like it's under a guise.
I'm not hating in the sense that I want niggas to fail or nothing. I'm just saying what it is for you. I'm just saying what I see and what I think about it. It's shit.
But yeah, that's what I think the designer is though. Designer is you know, it's like, bred in capitalism. Like what?
Like it's like a mask. It's almost like a mask for real. Like
a mask.
I'm an artist, and like you should pay a lot for my shit because I'm an artist. And
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But like really, I'm just a nigga getting down on you in a suit, capitalism in its finest form.
Yeah, I feel like that's how it's always been though. You know, like they like classism,
like,
literally bred off of that.
But that's why they target kids and shit for real, and like young adults and shit. Cause like my mama, since I've been born, my mama not getting down on her like that for real. They be for a long time, they was getting down on me like that, thinking these niggas was like in an art space when they really in a capitalism space.
I mean, all of this is capitalism. It's not like they have fucking anarchy A's on their shit or something. You know what I'm saying?
They do, you know.
But like, it's just like, but I mean, if you're really on that anarchy,
That shit's not punk rock.
Right. If you were really on some anarchist shit, you wouldn't be buying something in the first place.
They all think that shit is very punk rock, dude. They think it's really, really punk rock.
Well, yeah, but we
Playboy,
just know better.
We just
bro.
seen when Playboy Cardi came out. Them niggas think that shit is punk rock, gang.
Wait, I thought we were talking about designers, not the people who are wearing their clothes.
I'm talking about everything, anything in a creative space type shit. But hey, those clothes, like they think that's why they own it. They think it's punk.
But he has a stylist, and they've I feel like that shit is team driven. The way that Playboy Cardi looks now.
I'm talking about the niggas looking at Cardi. They really think that's some punk rock shit.
That has nothing to do with the designer.
All that Balenciaga. I'm talking about the shit that he be wearing that they be wanting to get. They be on, you know what I'm saying? They look at that and think that that's punk rock.
Yeah, unfortunately. But look, that's what I be saying, bro. I be so confused, right? Because I know y'all are trying to stop me from being in my hateful old head ways, the gatekeeping ways. Because, bro, I be feeling a way about that. I'm niggas gave me the hardest time. Now Playboy Cardi is doing it. Now niggas can be all kids and stuff. It's okay.
I can discuss it. Just because I'm discussing it don't mean that I hate it. I like Playboy. I like all this shit, but I can still say what it is.
I like his music. I don't like whatever that is. But when I start saying I don't like it. But
be able to say why you don't like it.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Be able to break it down onto why it's loud.
But then I feel like, because I feel like he doesn't know the origins of the styles. It's not punk rock. He doesn't know anything about any of... You know what I'm saying? Like, do your research. But who am I?
But that's the thing. That's not why. That's not why. I think Cardi do. I think he know. I think he probably studied that shit for real. I do for real. I think he probably started listening to mad shit. Like, but the things that he project don't necessarily read that to the audience, to the people that's gonna be following him type shit.
I mean, I feel you, and that's why I'd be like. I don't want him, because then people are just gonna think that's punk rock, it's not.
But it's your criticism. See, that's the thing. Is your criticism coming? Think about where your criticism is coming from, for real. And that's why. And I feel like that's not bullshit. That's some real shit, for real. As to why I don't discredit his punk rockness. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Man.
I just don't want to seem like a bitter hater or whatever. I can't vouch for if not. I would want everyone to know something about like punk rock if you're really trying to be about that and against the grain, you know what I'm saying? Against corporate and all of that, to understand the origins of all of that. I can't force kids to do the research and stuff, but you're saying that he you just think that he did.
No. But you just said
neither one of us knows.
You just said the exact thing I was trying to say before. How you just said like it's a gloss of like anti-corporation. Like that's what it's supposed to be about, and that's what they making it look like. But really, it's the biggest corporation getting down on you of all time, for real.
For sure.
That's the whole point I was making about Balenciaga when I was using them as an example. Like. It's hella shit, dude. But like, that's what I'm talking about. I started thinking about that shit today. I'm like, damn, they really getting down on motherfuckers on a lap.
They always have, man. Hot Topic sold fucking Anarchy shirts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Owned by The Gap. Like, who's buying an Anarchy shirt? Like, do you even know what the word means? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's always been it's like,
it's always been that. But look, I'm not mad at you. Okay, y'all get down on like a $30 t-shirt. But when they getting down on niggas for thousands of dollars for a chip bag.
But see, this is
under the guise of punk is crazy.
This is me just trying to like see it from all angles, right? Like, oh, okay, just because I'm rich, I can't express myself. And I know that sounds so cringy, but it's just like, oh, like if they just don't know what a thrift store is.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't blame
if they
them.
don't know what a thrift store is and shit. So then they went and got the ripped, dirty Balenciaga pants because they were like, oh fuck, like isn't this like grungy?
But bag me up. That's what I was saying from the beginning of the rant that I was saying. That I can't blame them. I could blame the nigga that's putting his shit off under the guise of art to trap you into that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I even started talking about that. You saying everything that I was saying at the beginning, for real.
If y'all are listening.
I mean, I know I'm all over the place.
Maybe when I run it back.
But you remember when I said that, I was like, yeah, the niggas, they designing this shit is just under it's just behind like, let me just see if y'all about this shit. I'm gonna mark this price up, blah, 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 blah. Because they go put that out there and then it's trapping everybody else that's looking at it as art, that's looking at it as anti-corporation, that's looking at it as like a means to express themselves. And like they ban it off the strength of you being a real artist, but in reality, you just a suit.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
But yeah, I mean, I was agreeing with you. But like you started talking about the designer to like the person who would wear it that would make someone else buy it.
That.
No, you did, bro. I asked you, are you talking about the people who make it or are you talking about the artists that are wearing it that are making the kids
I be
buy it?
confusing myself. I'm high. Y'all listen back and see if y'all can understand what I was saying.
Drop it in the comments.
Drop it in the comments, yo. I'm high.
I don't know what he said either.
I'm gonna play Justice new song, yo. Shout out to my boy Justice Hill. He dropped a new song last week. Me and J.A. Graham, as Icken Grams will be opening up his album release show May 28th at Schuba's. Tickets is on sale right now. This is Justice's new single called Rain. Let's go. Me and Jamal J.A. Grams, we're gonna be opening for him for his album release show May 28th. Schuba's. Go get a ticket, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yo. This week, I probably took one of the biggest hits I ever took in a day for real.
The
yo.
dramatics, bro. Go ahead.
No, I mean shit. That's the thing is that like with all this tariff shit, all the market going crazy. Cause I was literally just telling Bailey about how important the market is for real, and like. I was out with my family, right? The day he put the tariffs in place, right? The day Trump put the tariffs in place, I was out with my family. They talk about it and shit. And like I told you, me and Bailey was having a discussion about the market earlier that week, and I was like, "You check your 401k," and like we was laughing. It was, you know what I'm saying? We weren't thinking about it. And that nigga put that shit in. My mama started talking about it at the table. Me and my cousin work at the same job, so she was like. Yeah, yo, it was bogus. I probably lost 3 bands. I said 3 bands. I said, hey. I was like, how you log on to the shit? She was like, oh yeah, she sent me the app. I logged on to check my shit because we work at the same job, so she knew how to do it. I was like, I done lost 2 bands in a day.
From what?
From my 401k.
But isn't that, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that what, like,
Your retirement money.
Yeah, bro. Are you retiring anytime soon, dog?
No, but I wanted it to be big. I just thought.
But bro, how long do you have until you have to retire?
I mean, look.
That's why I'm saying the dramatics.
Nah, but it
is intense.
Regardless, no, look. That's the thing is you looking at it as like, regardless of what happened, I lost $2,000.
So Evan said that it goes up and down all the time.
It does, but it don't go up like it don't go down 2,000 in a day.
Are you retiring anytime soon?
I understand what you're saying, but
It still matters.
it's regardless.
I understand that it's still intense.
Regardless if it's now or later.
I mean, I feel you. That money wasn't yours anyway.
It
though.
was mine.
Bro, you know what I mean though. That's why they can take it
that's
though.
the thing is you said if I wanted
Money
to.
in there grows, and the more money
Yeah.
you have in there, it grows at a faster rate.
Right.
So when you lose a bunch of money, that means it's also going to grow
Yeah.
at a slower rate. So you lose out hella.
And on top of that, I don't have to wait till I retire to get. I could get that money tomorrow if I wanted to.
I mean, I know I've cashed out my
That's
401k
that's what I was
before.
saying. So like, yeah, I'm saving it for retirement, but regardless, I still lost 2,000 on them bitches in one day. I still lost $2,000 came out my pocket, and then I was like, so because I got my 401k, I got my other stocks. So I'd already seen my other stocks going out, but I was like, let me look at this shit. I'd lost 800 on that shit. I'm like, fuck, man, this nigga is really fucking the game, OG. Like, I remember like when he first started talking about tariffs and shit. Like during the election and niggas was all for that shit. Like, yeah, like we need to like fuck them. We need to put the tariffs on there. I remember thinking in my head, like flashback to when I'm in school learning about like the concept of like government and shit. And I'm like, don't we pay the tariffs? And then not even flashback to that. Flashback to like when we used to work at Akira and I was like the shipping nigga. So I would send all the international shit out and shit and like receive all the shipping, all the shit. And I'm just like, don't we pay the tariffs? And like the thing is, like I understand what Trump is trying to do. I really do understand what he's trying to do. He's saying that we don't produce nothing no more. We rely on everybody. Like he's saying that the amount of shit that we consume would fuck you guys up more if we don't buy nothing from y'all. So y'all should like treat us better. That's what he's saying, which I understand that. That's just like if I'm a nigga that be getting bottle service every time. When I come to the club, y'all should have my shit ready. You know what I'm saying? Because we buy the most shit out of everybody. So I see what he trying to do, but like he trying to bring production jobs. He trying to threaten them and make them do what we need them to do, and two, like make like customer service back over here. Because everything we got come from China. He want niggas to start making shit over here for real. I get what he doing for real, but he really fucking me up right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I had just cashed out I was just telling you the other day, I just cashed out all my stocks. My shit low. I'm trying to build it back up.
You're playing the stock market though.
I know.
So that's like a choice.
I know, but I'm just saying.
No one forced you to buy stock.
What I'm saying is that like the amount that came off in that day, like that shit ain't happened since we've been allowed that shit.
Yeah, y'all are playing the game.
I know. That's what I said. I'm in the game. So
every day you wake up, things could change because you're playing a part of it.
But Bailey, you talking about yeah. Things can change to a certain extent every day. I might lose
stocks, bro. Yes. Yeah, they can hit you crazy.
But what I'm saying is, I might lose $40 here, $50 here, $100 here. It go up another $200. That's how I move. And generally, you want to go up $200 more than it go down $75. You know what I'm saying? That's the game we playing. A slow game where shit build and fall slow.
People be losing shit in stocks.
That's because you're doing high risk shit. And like, you know what kind of risk shit you can play it any way you want.
Well, look,
I'm saying the niggas that's been playing it safe, I've been playing it fairly safe.
It's the definition of safe. That's why like your job's throwing on that shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's why unless you go in there and move it yourself, it's going to be in a safe thing for you.
It's all like money in corporations, basically.
Like Blackstone and shit.
It's all, yeah, exactly. And it's like basically guaranteed to like just stay there over
At least stay where it's at. You wanted the girl, but it's at least gonna stay where it's at.
A high risk.
Like I don't even got that. And like, granted,
401k, which is built off of that, drops $2,000 in a day. That's a major shock. It's not supposed to do that. No, it's supposed to like maybe.
Call me ignorant, y'all. I ain't got nothing to say about it.
And like, when you be talking about niggas that be really, really hurt, because like, look, I don't got that much in there for real. Couple racks, you know, I don't have that much in there. But say if I had hella money in there, that 2,000 would have been a lot more.
Just call me ignorant, man. I don't know.
Because everything played at the
market. Yes, I understand that it's like fucked, but like I don't know, bro.
The thing is like it's pretty much like today he raised the China tariff again, bro. It's like it's a
playing a fucking game.
They play, but as of right now, anything that come from China, the tax on it, like the tariff on it, is more than double what it actually costs.
So they also lifted it from everywhere else.
Everywhere, something like that. They like lifted it or like lowered it for all the other countries. Because before it was like 15 to 20% on all the countries for real. But then he just said, all right, well, and it was like 40% on China originally. Then he was like, fuck it, 107. Yes, it was 107. So you mean I'm paying more for the tariff than the item even costs itself. And then he raised it again today, Jay.
The market did like turn around a little bit.
Turn around a little bit. I haven't looked at it since that. This was on what? The first day when it was that Monday? Yeah. Sunday or Monday? Yeah, the first day, or Saturday, Sunday, one of them days. But he but like, man, yo, he got me fucked up, bro. Cause that's what I was saying. The thing is, he thinking that like, yeah, cause like they've been saying this shit since he took office that it's gonna be some hard shit. It's gonna be some hard times for real. What he trying to do. But the thing is, like they didn't say that. They said it's gonna be rough for a minute because we trying to turn it over and like the initial turnover gonna be rough. But like rough for who, nigga?
Exactly.
Not rough for y'all, niggas. It's gonna be rough for us.
Their life don't change.
They life don't change. My life should have been. Bro, Nike done already came out. Bro, Nintendo was finna drop the Switch too. And they was like, cause they get so many parts from overseas and shit. And they took back everybody pre-orders. Like, no, we can't even guarantee we gonna have this shit out. Or how much the shit gonna cost no more. You know what I'm saying? Like they.
If you want me to believe that you're trying to do better or whatever, and you say it's gonna suck for a little while, I need to see you.
I need to see you come out. Yeah, oh my soul. I need to see you come in.
You and 5 of your friends.
Yeah.
Could literally change the whole world.
Exactly.
Life.
Y'all can make it. Yeah, exactly. If y'all was really on some America shit, that's how I know these niggas bullshitting. Exactly. If y'all was, cause look who we got in there. If y'all was really on some American shit, Elon would be like, how many billions he got? He'd be like, I put 5 billion toward everybody's shit. Exactly. If you was really on some American, so if y'all was trying to do that, you'd be like, look, it's gonna be rough, and I know shit for the, I'll go ahead and throw 5 billion toward it, so y'all can make up the other billion.
Distribute your wealth out to everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
If they not gonna do that for real.
America's like, built on greed, but you don't want to hear that.
That is built on greed for real.
But you said shit. If he was on some America shit,
but that's what
America's
saying.
Literally that's built on greed.
But how y'all talking? Y'all want to make America great? Y'all got the bread? Just pay for it then.
But it's to keep the rich, bro. What do you mean? Why would they distribute their wealth?
That's what I'm saying.
That's not the American way at all.
And that's what I'm saying. But look. Nah, and then on top of that, Kamala already came out like, I told y'all niggas. Kamala's on some I told y'all shit with us, yo, and I don't even blame her. No.
A slower burn, I'm sure.
It wasn't gonna be this, gang. It was not gonna be this. No, hell no. Kamala wasn't talking about this nigga Trump was talking about this shit. They showed the equation in which he decided what the original tariffs was, and it was just like, take what they give us and double it. That's literally what it was. Kamala already on Twitter talking, man, told y'all niggas. Y'all
talking on Twitter, bro. What the fuck is life?
Shit is 2025. That's what they do. You already know. I'm not
checking Twitter for politician tweets.
I'm not checking it for either. I seen it on the news for real. But Kamala was already. I don't blame her for real.
What is this world coming to?
I don't blame her for real. I'll be saying the same thing. I told y'all this was gonna happen, and what y'all do? This nigga gonna have us fucked up, gang.
What she should be thinking about is how she feels or how they feel, and be working on the next shit.
Yeah, all I know is when the midterms come next year, I'm doing everything I can to get motherfuckers to flip this shit off. Cause this shit is loud for real. I can't be waking up. I literally can't take another hit like that, B. I can't take another $2,000 day out of nowhere. And really $3,000 including the stocks, my own personal stocks plus my 401k. I can't take $3,000. I can't take another $3,000 loss a day. I might not have nothing by the time I retire. Just think about that shit. You working and doing this, because like you don't have to do it. You could get your money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing this shit, working all this shit for years for y'all to come and just take it away out of nowhere. And ain't nothing I can do about it. This shit crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. This is really when I be like tuning out only because, and respectfully, bro, because I know a lot of people don't read all that shit. You know how much shit is on that 401k shit? Did you read all of that? That's what I'm saying.
I know what it is.
I hear what you guys are saying, but like, did you read all of the fine script about everything that could possibly potentially happen? Because I'm sure it's in there. No one reads it though.
No. So
that's why, like,
Bailey, but what I'm trying to
are you able to pay your rent right now? You feel me?
Bailey, you missing a point.
I'm trying to make sure I'm able to.
Regardless, what I'm not trying to lose. I shouldn't.
That money is not promised to you.
It is promised to me because I could take it out tomorrow if I wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. But wait, they took the money away though. That's what I'm saying. So they took it away. If that was illegal, then it's promised. So it's not promised to you.
It's promised.
They took 2 bands from you.
It's promised.
Why? How were they able to do that? It was promised to you.
It's promised in the fact because look,
a pinky promise?
Because Bailey, listen, no, Bailey, you listen to the point of what I'm saying though. Like, I don't have to give them that money for real. I can take my money. That money is coming out my check every month, every time.
I get
you know what I'm saying? And it's taken out with like when you set, because you can set what you send your stocks and shit to, but like you set it to a conservative level, so they're like, all right, well. Like they put you in a safe zone for real, yo.
For sure.
And like That's a drag. Because I'm saying this from being in the safe zone for real. It's niggas that's been playing the aggressive mode this whole time that be getting money off of that shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Like your safe money supposed to be safe.
But that's what I'm saying. Obviously, there's a risk involved.
It's always a risk. It's a risk when you play the game.
But then why are you so shocked?
I'm upset because I'm upset because we didn't have to do this for real. That's why I'm upset.
But it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because that money was not promised to you.
I'm upset.
Exactly. Yes.
We do.
Exactly.
We got some control over it. We didn't
But
have to put
obviously
this
you
nigga
don't.
in. And
what's done is done.
What's done is done. What's done is done. We got to do something for it get louder for real.
We have options. We have to make a plan now. We got to figure some shit.
Because as it is now, as he is right now, shit finna get a lot louder in terms of like money for real.
I mean, in terms of everything.
In terms of anything that got to do with money, finna be loud for real. And he just saying what he didn't told everybody is that, all right, just bear through it with me. That's pretty much what we going through right now. Is like if he don't like fix some shit around, he on some shit that like it's gonna be rough for y'all. Just bear with me.
This is some radical ass shit.
And especially me being a nigga that was so against this nigga even being in there in the first place. Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad anytime somebody take $2,000 from me. I'm mad when a nigga fan me $40 for something. I'm mad. So I'm definitely mad when it's $2,000.
Have you checked it today?
I haven't checked it today yet.
You hear about Apple? I saw some shit.
Yeah, because all they parts come from China and shit. They said the iPhone finna be double what it is now for real.
But apparently they like to dodge tariffs. I don't know if this is factual.
What they trying to finesse? So how they trying to finesse?
So they chartered like multiple planes, like commercial flights,
Uh-huh.
like from United or some shit.
Oh no.
And like filled them with iPhones.
They finna get their ass, boy. They finna get their ass, boy.
I don't know if that's factual, but they also had their best day in fucking 27 years or some shit. I guess.
Shit, niggas trying to stock up now. Niggas trying to get on the, cause you know niggas be flipping them shit at the quarter store. They trying to get them all right now.
No, that ass.
Cause actually that's a good motto for real. If I had some bread, that might not be a bad idea. I was gonna call it mad iPhone SEs and shit, and then I'm gonna have them when they go up to $700. I'm gonna be at the store like I got them for $600.
Crazy.
Oh my soul.
Yeah, it's about to be just like you said, Game of Thrones.
You said speaking of HBO, you said White Lotus is over with now. It's worth me catching back up.
I definitely think it's good. None of my predictions came true. Whatever. You guys can clock me for that if you want to. I didn't realize that it was about to be over with though. So.
That shit went like kind of fast.
I feel like it was the right amount. It's just like again the way. There was a bunch of episodes that like it felt like nothing was happening, and like the way it ended, it was definitely fine, and it made me feel a way. I got emotional and shit, but like it wasn't like so like like Clue, like it wasn't like oh shit, it wasn't like that, and I was waiting for that moment. So, but it's still worth it. I don't know, still a good series, but
I still got to catch up. I am a fan of White Lotus. I just ain't been tapped in this season, but I'm glad they packing it up though, so Last of Us could come out. Ooh, I can't wait. That first season of Last of Us was deep. Y'all got to go back and watch that. Y'all ain't seen it. Y'all ain't seen the first season of Last of Us. Go ahead and catch up now because that shit finna get ready to start. Zombie apocalypse type shit. If y'all know, if y'all was the PlayStation head back in the day, y'all know the games and like people love those games. It's considered some of the best storylines in the game.
Nice.
Yeah, so the season 2 because the thing about them because they like different zombies in this for real. Because I know you ain't seen it. You get it from a fungus. It's a fungus for real. And like low key is they said they found a fungus that actually do that shit for real. Like they found like in like Scotland or some shit, it's some kind of fungus that's taking over spiders, and once the spider died, the fungus will go inside it and just like use his body. And baby walking and shit. They said they found it for real.
I definitely believe that. It feels like parasites do that on a smaller level.
Yeah, that's what the Last of Us zombies is fungus. And then you know how fungus is like all connected through like the ground and shit, and they communicate with each other and shit. Like they be doing that shit. So if one of them niggas hear you, all of them niggas hear you type shit.
True.
Yeah, but
I'll check it out.
It's like cause like it take place like 20 some years after it happened. Like the first season, they show like the shit happening, and then it fast forward like 20 some years and like how the world is. Like you know how those late zombie apocalypse movies is. It's probably the best one I didn't see. It's up there with like Walking Dead and shit. 28 days later.
Yeah.
And that's coming back out too.
I'm an old head, so I only love classic zombie movies. I didn't like Walking Dead, but I do love classic zombie movies. I like 28 Days Later.
It took me a minute to get into Walking Dead for real. I didn't like Walking Dead too much when it came out either. I went back and watched it. And then after like season 4, it got kind of crazy. But some of the spinoffs is alright too. They definitely worth watching.
I just be wanting things to be scary.
28 Days Later, probably the scariest one.
Yeah.
That's probably the scariest zombie movie of all time for real.
Yeah, fast zombies, bro.
Yeah.
Super.
That's how they is in Last of Us too. Zombie got to be at this point. It's 2025. Zombie got to be.
They
running.
got to be fast, bro.
They got to be running.
They cannot be slow stepping towards you. I just want them to be scary. I want like when I think of zombies, I think of scary shit and like gore, and I feel like a lot of times it starts getting like real chintzy and feeling like a weird fucking
like
haunted house or whatever.
Like which one?
I don't know. Like some of the graphics in fucking Walking Dead pissed me off, and I was just like, I hate this.
I mean, that was a TV show, and it was like a.
Wait, isn't Last of Us a TV show?
That's what a TV show, but that's like an old TV. Like Walking Dead came out when we was like in high school type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Last of Us got all of the graphics. That shit look crazy.
It better be good. To be continued. I'm gonna see.
Let me think. I'm trying to think. What's all my other favorite zombie movies? Dawn of the Dead. I love Dawn of the Dead.
Hell yeah.
But like Dawn of the Dead was more funny than it was scary. I think 28 Days Later might be the only real scary one for real.
And when I say scary, I just mean like, you know, like when the zombies, like, because a lot of those ones, like the one when they're in the mall, like when it's a point,
Dawn of the Dead, second remake.
When you get like trapped, like that's what I'm talking about, like making it scary like that. Like I understand that there's like funny Hollywood and stuff, but like just being scared, like there's too many of them, and like if they get me, they get me. Like if they bite me or they like scratch me, like they're gonna get me.
I feel like 28 Days was scary. The scariest parts of 28 Days Later is the niggas in the castle. Not even the zombies with church or castle or whatever they was in. Yeah. It wasn't even the zombies that was the scariest part. It was the niggas that was the scariest, because that's how Walking Dead is. That's how Last of Us is too, for real. Like it's mostly about the niggas. Like you can handle the zombies when they come, but when you see another nigga, you don't know who he is. You gotta watch his ass. That's the biggest threat for real.
Oh yeah. See, look, you're just saying niggas, bro. I was like, what are you talking about? So you're talking about the other people.
The other people.
Yeah.
In the zombie apocalypse, I'm more scared of the other person than I am.
Yeah, for sure. They could rob you or kill you or something for your supplies. That's what I'm saying.
Anything they trying to get from you, they finna kill you for. Like I could handle 3-4 zombies. But the other nigga is the nigga that I'm worried about.
I feel that. Yeah, because desperate times call for desperate measures.
That's really the more scary part of these zombie movies, for real. I like what's the one? The one with John Leguizamo, Land of the Dead.
John Leguizamo.
What?
You just be saying people's names out.
What's his name?
Did you call him Leguizamo?
What's it? How you say his name?
Leguizamo.
That's what I said. Leguizamo. You seen that with the black dude, the black zombie nigga that shot to and start shooting the gun? Yeah. The nigga was walking underwater and shit. Look at this smart to kill this nigga. I was watching that shit. I think they don't kill this nigga, bro. He teaching niggas how to use guns and shit.
Yeah.
What's another good zombie? Name one more good zombie movie before we get up out of here. Zombieland was good for real.
Zombieland was all right.
Zombieland was good.
Because that's again like, you know, like that's a homage or whatever they like, whatever whatever they fucking say.
Because it's been a lot of.
But they based it off of all of the zombie movies I'm talking about, like the classic zombie movies, and like the way to survive this and the things they were talking about and how you could survive. You'd have to have seen all of my favorite zombie movies, you know. So I like that nod to like.
Do you know that George A. Romero is the nigga that even first created the zombie for real? Like created the idea of the zombie that didn't exist until that nigga George A. Romano.
Night of the Living Dead.
That was the first one for real. Because zombie used to be like on some voodoo shit. It was like if you was just hypnotized, you was a zombie. He was the niggas that brought it to like, this nigga bite you, you turn into one.
Well, they did have one movie. I can't remember what it's called. It's called Something in the Serpent or something. And I want to say they were in South America or something. And they had something that was like, so they had something, but I don't know when that movie came out actually. So it might have been later actually.
I feel like I was watching this zombie documentary a long time ago. And they was talking about it, like he created the idea of the zombie. The zombie wasn't a nigga that you know that died and got back up and started to kill you. It was like you had to put like a spell on them or some shit and they turned into a zombie.
For sure. That's what they, that like serpent movie, it was something like that. Like they would, I don't remember what it was, but it would just reanimate your body again. And it's not like you were like, oh, brains. It was just like, it just brought you back on some fucking Pet Cemetery shit.
This nigga, he brought this nigga back.
Yeah. We're coming to get you, Barbara.
But just think about that. Like, I just wrote a story. I saw some shit that inspired me. I just wrote a story. And now it's a whole...
A short story?
No, I'm saying I'm just saying if I did just had an idea and just wrote a story and then 60 years later, it's a whole, like... He up there with zombies is up there with like Dracula and shit. Dracula been out since 1400.
Yeah,
Frankenstein and shit. Like
Resident Evil had a very big impact and changed the trajectory.
Yeah, Resident Evil
also really good. Great video games.
I hated that. I know a lot of niggas used to love them Resident Evil movies when they came out. I hated them bitches for real.
I loved the game.
The game was, I mean, I ain't never played. I was always too scared.
Only thing I could say was just like the first Resident Evil, only because I love Mila Jovovich. I love her so much.
I was always too scared to play that shit.
But I love the video games. I didn't watch any of the other spin-offs of the Resident Evil
It was
movies.
cool. Like when I was a kid, it was cool. But then like it don't hold up. Resident Evil movies do not hold up for real. Like I said, I thought it was cool when I was a kid, but I'm like, just because they don't have nothing to do with the video game. It's just some whole different shit.
And that's what I'm scared of.
Motherfuckers start doing psychic shit. What the fuck?
Arcade games with the zombies.
Oh yeah,
that was the House of the Dead.
Yeah,
House of the Dead.
That was on Dreamcast.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I feel like we only had the demo disc.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people only had the demo disc. I feel like even the one I'm thinking of, because we didn't have Dreamcast, somebody we knew had one, and I think it was just the demo, so it would just let you play that first part.
I used to be scared of all them games. I was in high school, like I ain't playing this shit.
You're like, I'm smooth. Palm sweating.
Silent Hill and shit. I ain't fuck with none of that shit.
It does become, I mean, I can remember playing... Will you play those games and you're like, 16, 17 and you're in the crib and it's quiet because you're trying to listen to the game and there's just like sounds and like, ooh.
I had a homie that used to love
branches,
horror games and shit. He used to be like, "We want to play this? We want to play?" I'm like, "Hell
with
no."
the lights off, head ass.
Hell no. Play
spooky
Madden
with the lights on.
Yeah, NBA Street, my nigga. This nigga trying to play. I used to fuck with Twisted Metal. That was probably the scariest.
Oh yeah,
and that wasn't even scary. That was cars right there. They just made spooky cars driving around and shit. But they used to give them all like the little stories and shit. And like they would like have scary stories with the spooky cars. That is what it was.
I love that though, because that's essentially.
You remember the ice cream truck with like the clown?
That's what I'm saying. Sweet Tooth. When you would watch Sweet Tooth story, in the video.
There was stories.
The video would be funny, but then the video would be scary. Then it go into the game, and you just like
you're like, oh, okay,
driving around shooting shit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to think of something.
64, like Tony Hawk, 007.
Yeah.
Those are like really the only video games.
I'm trying to think of another game that fucked me up. I was scared of. Oh, have you ever heard of a game? It was on PS2.
My alley. Let's go.
It was called like what was the name of that game? It was a Rockstar game. Rockstar made it. Manhunt.
That sounds familiar.
Oh my God, Manhunt kind of fucked me up when I was a kid, for real.
I'm gonna have to look at.
Because I knew I was. Because I'm talking like I was like 6th grade, I knew I wasn't supposed to be playing that shit. Oh, like, fuck, I could play this shit. I remember watching this shit. I was like, I can't go to sleep. Like, I knew I shouldn't have been playing that stupid bad hood game.
Now you mad at yourself and shit. Damn it.
You ever do that shit? You watch so scary, then be trying to go to sleep, you be
Bro,
scared.
hell
Like,
yeah. I watch true crime all day long, bro.
I knew I shouldn't be watching this shit before I go to sleep.
Dog, I be hearing shit. And then I be like seeing Opal, and I'm like, so you weren't the thing that made the noise in the front room? And I'd be like, fuck, is today the day I'm gonna have to battle?
Oh my God. Cause you know, I'll be in my head. When I watch so scared, I be in my head. Cause you know, like in scary movies, they always be like, well, if you don't believe in it, it only affects you if you believe in it type shit. So then I'll be in the bed, so I hear that shit, I'm like, I don't believe in this shit. I'm like, this damn movie that made me start believing in ghosts, and I'm gonna fuck around and see one.
Yeah, sometimes
Fuck
in my
around with this
head,
movie, yo.
sometimes in my head about the demons and stuff. Cause I definitely be like, all right.
They can't fuck with you if you don't believe it'll. Like, this damn movie that made me start believing in demons.
Sometimes I be like, there's a church across the street. I'm like, that'll do.
Something that crawls out of a spine, like.
I just be worried about corners and demons, and because like maybe I believe in the evil of the world, that I'm like, it could be in that corner just waiting for me.
Oh my God. Let's her get
Game
up
is not available. Live on NBA.
Oh shit.
What was that? Microsoft Sam?
Listen to Sensory Impact.
Oh yeah.
I'll put
Jinx. Make sure you guys are streaming Sensory Impact. Shout out to Nate and Julian and
Friends.
Everybody
John?
else in it.
I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, bro. We love you guys. Sensory Impact.